next fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
เอ้ยจะกินข้าวไปมาดูอะไรออกไปออกไป
Hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Wheat incense! Wax candle! Plates and pots!
Bread and post roll and beer.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
โทโก้
I see you wear the Desert Rose. You won Lubor's trust then. I assure you, said the second, you will find it more valuable treasure than any gold or jewels. I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one.
Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
My carpets have pride of place.
Kneaded
Lightly
to a
and dark.
silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Silver platters.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
We should get going soon.
Are you looking for something in particular? Thank you for your custom.
Yeah!
What the hell are those things?
กฎข้อแรกของการทำธุรกิจต้องรู้จักลูกค้าของตัวเองซะก่อน
You deserve a rest.
Broken down, you say, from the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
If it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
By the flames. That explains the heat. Get him! Go for it! Out of the frying pan. Go for it! Over here!
I'm hurt, Torgal. Torgal, kill! Over here! Go, Torgal! Second! This one! Attack! Get him! Over here! Second!
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling. Fly, Ambrosia.
There it is. Drake's.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
Chad.
A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. you would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every heresy.
You really are just like him, you know. Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm
The
hearing?
heat for a little.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
Lights and buds!
There he is, the man who saved my beer. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
เบาๆเบาๆ